And we're back with our final segment on Robert's Rasslin Talk. This is your host, Robert Rad, and I'm still joined by Mr. Cornbread, Chris Heineken. So, this final segment of Robert's Rasslin Talk, we are going to talk about the return of John Cena this week to Raw, and AJ Styles' confrontation with John Cena that led to AJ Styles' return. So, first off, we're going to discuss John Cena's return, or long-awaited return to Monday Night Raw. It had been several months since John Cena had been on Monday Night Raw, and this was his long-awaited return from injury. So, what were your thoughts about John Cena returning to Raw? Do you feel it was good for business? I mean, with the new era being established, do you feel it was good for John Cena to return to Monday Night Raw? Just what are your thoughts?
Yes, all around, yes. It's excellent for him to return. As great as Raw has been with a whole lot of influx of stars, WWE, all I can say is it has its last OVW survivor. One of its last OVW survivors that actually becomes the face of the company that you need to build new stars off of. Cena's the guy. He needed to return. I'm glad he returned. Dream match deal is he returned with the phenomenal AJ Styles. That's my moment. Franchise versus franchise. No offense, Shane Douglas.
Well, as much as I don't like John Cena, I was about to say AJ Styles, and I was about to say, no, I do like AJ Styles. John Cena does sell a lot of merchandise. He is the face of the company. He even said it himself. He's the face that runs the place. So he is very good for business, if you look at it that way. In the demographic of kids and just everything he does for the company, he's a tremendous draw. I personally don't like John Cena being back with this new era. They're establishing new stars and stuff. I really am not happy that John Cena comes back, but I understand from a business standpoint why he did that. What was great about his return, though, like you mentioned, having AJ Styles return after a kind of a short promo that John Cena did, and just it was a great moment. What did you think of the dueling chants back and forth of "Let's Go Cena," AJ Styles? Just to me, that was a great moment. It was electric. 2.5 minutes, I think, of nonstop just chanting back and forth. Wouldn't even let Cena or Styles get a word in edgewise.
But that goes to show you, if you're in front of the right audience, and the audience respects both of you, not one of you, both of you. Both of you are world-class athletes. Both of you have competed on the mid-market deals before. Both of you have competed all over the world. Both of you have headlined. Both of you are the franchises of your company. Franchise versus franchise, it needed to happen. The first bullet needed to be fired on Monday Night Raw.
Pun intended there, right?
Yes, pun intended. It was fired. I love it. This match, to me, WrestleMania sellout. To me, if they would have done this match properly last year, or even better yet, that they would have done it in January, probably after the Raw. To me, this match was so WrestleMania out.
Yeah, I can agree. But with Cena being hurt, you really couldn't do that. But
he returned at WrestleMania. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, I know. He did a brief little stint. And what he did, he was limited. But to get to the point, AJ Styles came out and they had the kind of respect. Then you had Anderson and Gallows kind of saying, why are you sucking up to Cena? And it looked like Styles was going to side with John Cena. Then Cena turns, bam, gets waylaid by Styles, and Styles turns heel. Do you feel this was a right moment for AJ Styles to turn heel? Do you think he should have turned heel? What's your thoughts on that?
I don't think he turned heel as much as most people would want to believe that. I think it was a John Cena idea that was executed perfectly. Because, yeah, some people would love to see Styles and Cena as a tag team just to see how that would do. But, on the other hand, Cena looked at this from a business perspective. Hey, this guy is here. This guy, I've been teasing about it for a year. He may be the next guy. And in my humble opinion, John Cena executed the plan perfectly. It was executed perfectly because, one, you got Styles forward. That's number one. Number two, and without making anybody look bad. And number two, most will argue that Orton should have been in that spot. I don't think so. Orton would probably be for semi-pay-per-views. Cena was a right guy. He was in the right place at the right time. So was Gallows. So was Anderson. Those three got over on one name, John Cena. And I've said it before in the past. The big guys are going to be over big time. If they're going to get over, what better way to get over than John Cena? Better way. Punk, Bryan, Kevin Owens, RVD. What do those four names have in common? In order to be the top dog and the echelons and the face of the company and the face of the world, they had to go through one name, John Cena. Look what's happened with those. Daniel Bryan, beloved character. CM Punk, controversial. Kevin Owens, the hot streak of his life. Styles, right on up there. This elevates Styles to a whole bigger platform, and it elevates Gallows and Anderson. Right place, right time for John Cena. For him to be there. My opinion.
Okay. Well, that's all the time we have for Robert's Wrestling Talk. Thank you for joining me this weekend for Robert's Wrestling Talk. You want to tell our viewers where they can find you on the interwebs and a little bit about the Strictly LCW show?
Actually, I'm part of two companies. Strictly LCW on Saturdays, 7:05 at Flatlanders in Hoxie, Arkansas. That's on Saturdays. Fridays, I'm a part of MCW Mid-Southern Championship Wrestling. And Osceola is the only big building on West Kaiser Street. Been there for a long time. Not me, but the building's been there for a long time. Rich history in wrestling.
And they were featured on WGN as well?
Yes, WGN is a little show called Wrestling with Death. Go up online, look it up. You'll see why that building is historic. Yes, but I am there in Osceola Friday nights, MCW. Saturdays, OCW, Hoxie, Arkansas, even for Strictly LCW National Syndicate tapings. Also, find me on Twitter at Chris Heineken 1. But can't leave this guy out. He's on social media as well.
Yeah. My social media has actually changed, guys, from when the podcast I pretty well have established as Robert Ray Jr. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It's all that / Robert Ray Jr. The Robert Red on YouTube, which you're watching this on. Patreon, you support me on Patreon, which I think I've changed that one now too. I'll leave a link in the video description below with all the new information so you can check it out, guys. Also, check out our sponsor of the podcast, the past podcast, Jeff. He is now at Mattress Outlet, 40 to 80% off name brand mattresses. And also the Godfather is at Sleep Cheap now, so you can check him out for all the great deals as well. And this has been Robert Red for Chris Heineken. This has been Robert's Wrestling Talk. We'll catch you next time on Robert's Wrestling Talk. We'll see you later.